If God could speak, what would he say to you? Maybe that question is intimidating. Maybe you try not to think about what God would say to you. Maybe it makes you feel uncertain, scared, afraid, insecure. Maybe it makes you feel confused. You just don't know what God would say to you. But you don't have to wonder what God would say to you, because our God is a God who speaks. You see, I've been telling people on this tour, when you guys leave tonight, I encourage you, look up into the skies when you leave the show tonight. And what you're going to see is an expanse that you cannot fathom. You're going to look out into a universe that you cannot understand. You're going to look out and maybe see some stars, and you're only going to see the smallest fraction of the stars that are in existence. We are small people in a massive universe. A universe we can't even fathom. We don't know the end of it. We don't even really know the beginning of it, do we? You see, in creation, God is speaking to you. When you look out into the world that he has made, when you look at the mountains, the rivers, the valleys, the oceans, the animals, and the plants, God is speaking to you through what he has made. And in a very specific way, he's speaking to you because he made you. You see, in all these things, God has made you. Out of the trillions upon trillions of people, out of all the people that could exist, he did make you. You are not a repeat. You are not a copy. You are one of one. You are unique. And your God made you. You were a thought in his mind before your parents. The God of this world made you, and that is massive. And in all these things, he's speaking to you, saying that he rules over all things, and he's the creator of all things, and he's the king over all things. But our God did not just stay distant from his creation. The creator stepped into this world and became a creature like you and I. He became flesh and blood like you and I, so that his message would not just be what you see in the skies and what you see in the world. He came and adorned a body like you and I have to speak to you the message of God. And it might make you wonder, what is that message that God has to bring to humanity? Because the reality is this, is when we look out into humanity, when we look out into the world, it is not how God has made it. What we see, if we turn on the news, we see war, we see famine, we see genocide, we see rape, we see murder, we see every single evil that man could conjure up, we see unfurling like oceans and waves that just keep falling upon each other. But not just what we see out in the world, what about what we see in ourselves? We're not as we ought to be. If we look in the mirror, we know we have not offered God the love that he deserves, and we have not offered one another the love that God requires of us either. And so it might make you wonder, maybe that's why when you think about what would God say to you, it's scary. But again, we don't have to wonder. Because if you were to ask me, outside of God's revelation of his own word, what God would say to me, I would say, his message to me would be disappointment, judgment, punishment. But that's not the message that our God came to bring to us, is it? You see, Jesus, when he came into this world, he told us why he came. He said, for the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. This is the message of your God to you, ones who have not given him what he requires. We're poor before God. We're broken. We have nothing. And what he did is he stepped off his throne and gave those who have nothing everything. And he says, it's yours. Come to me. That's it. No requirements, no cleaning yourself up because you could bring God nothing, because he has everything. He is everything. And so he calls to you out of the overflow of his goodness and his grace and his mercy to come to him and receive the grace that he has for you in Christ Jesus. But the question is this: do you believe that God is that good? I pray that you do. This is our last song. It's called Death Clock. Thank you for listening.